All right, hello, thank you. I'm a man called Dave, and today this episode is called Stop Human Trafficking. Okay, you see onespurpose.com right here, and we're going to stop human trafficking. We're also going to disrupt the demand. Okay, we're disrupting the demand. Now, what does that mean? Stop human trafficking. One's purpose is to educate, illuminate, and infiltrate, eliminate. Okay, so that's what we're doing is we're infiltrating our own selves and going inward so we can unlearn, learn, and relearn. And I'm going to do a little bit of that right now. This episode is called A Call to Action. Okay, Goonies never say die. And also the measure of who we are is what we do with what we have. And sometimes all we have is each other, which is why we're forming an assembly of we the people, a de jure government, a jurat, minimum of 12 people, men and women who are going to stand on the republic. Remember, I pledge allegiance to the United States of America. That's a corporation. And to the republic for which it stands, except it doesn't stand. Those positions have been vacated. Our positions, our duties, our responsibility to form a government, a de jure government of we the people, and we have not been in our seats. So then this corporation has stepped in and they've received benefits, and we have duties and obligations. We become the debtor. We are in debt. We are in a slave system that is benefiting the government, which is a false, fraudulent, phony corporation called de facto government. I'm going to share my screen because we're going to just get right into it. And let's see, where is the screen share? So we're going to go here, share screen. That's the Zoom, so we can exit out of that. And right here, natural law versus man's law. You can see that I just did a real quick little Google search, and I come up with natural law based upon principles of truth inherent to creation versus man's law, which is based upon dogmatic beliefs. You can read through this, right versus wrong, correct and truth versus incorrect, moral versus immoral. Okay. Now we're going to talk about divine law. Let's exit that out and switch over here to the Oregon General Jural Assembly. And the first assembly in Jamestown is 1619. Okay, and so you can see that it was quite some time later that the Declaration of Independence was written, and the Declaration of Independence is to support the Constitution of the United States of America. And a constitution is like a moral standing. Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to obtain our jurisdiction and our standing. And most of the time, we don't know where we stand. We don't know who we are. We don't know where we are. And we give up our consent. It's called implied consent or tacit agreement. And each time we give up our tacit agreement, we agree to be a debtor into a debt slave system. And then, of course, now that's called harm or tort because it wasn't explained to us. We don't have a contract. There hasn't been full closure of the terms. There hasn't been a meeting of the minds. We don't have wet signatures. I don't agree to be governed under these false and phony terms. I don't consent to being governed by a corporation such as Walmart, McDonald's, Burger King, Subway. I don't go in there. I don't want to follow their rules. I don't want to accept their services or their products. And I certainly feel the same way about the state of Oregon and the county of Coos, the city of Bandon, city of Coquille, Coos County Circuit Court. These are all corporations for profit. They're engaged in human trafficking across the spectrum. And as you just saw right there, my goal is to end human trafficking. So there's a such thing as called a traffic stop. And at the traffic stop, they ask you for your name and driver's license. If you notice, it's in all capital letters. So that's a whole nother rabbit hole to go down. And our mission at the Oregon General Jural Assembly is to return Oregon to a constitutional government or a constitutional republic governed by we the people. So we the people are called the body sovereign. I'm a man called Dave, and I'm a member of the body sovereign. and it's my job to govern and direct the body politic, which is the public servants, to conduct business for the benefit of the people of Coos County. And that's not the county of Coos. The county of Coos is actually a corporation. And that's why I looked this up on Dun and Bradstreet's number. So I didn't find county of Coos sheriff's department, but I did find a lot of other sheriffs. So you could see Clackamas County Sheriff's Posse. This is a corporation. It's in all capital letters. And the Dun and Bradstreet is the credit reporting company for all corporations, and that includes local government. So all of these are corporations. That's so they can accept donations like the Sheriff's Foundation. They can use those donations as tax write-off. They can hold banquets. They can, do all kinds of stuff for grants, and they need to be incorporated. They need to have articles of incorporation and a Dun & Bradstreet number, an EIN. All of these things come with incorporating your business, and our government has done the same thing. So if we go to like the 4th page, we can see County of Baker, County of Malheur, County of Multnomah, County of Baker, County of. These are all corporations. County of Marion. Look at how many branches does the County of Marion need to have? County of Multnomah. My point is this is what we consider government, County of Jefferson, and these have Dun & Bradstreet numbers. These are corporations. That's why they're in all capital letters. So is your name on your driver's license. It's in all capital letters. And so it is on your medical records and your education and your finances, because we're being trafficked. We were incorporated at birth through the birth certificate system. And that's a false, fake, phony, fraudulent system that trapped us into debt slavery. Tillamook County, County of Wallala, County of Lane, County of Columbia. These are all corporations. I can go and do the city of, same thing. State of, same thing. And I can look up, here's County of Coos, North Baxter Street. That's where the courthouse is located, and also the sheriff's department. So that's why we got that right there. Now, if I do city of Bandon and type it in right there, boom, what do you know? It's a corporation. It's been incorporated, 555 Highway 101, the headquarters. If I request information, it doesn't let me. It used to, but now we're waking up. The people are waking up, and it makes me want to create an account and sign in and all this stuff. So if I were to click here, it most likely say that the key principal is Mary Shamahorn, the CEO of the city of Bandon, and she also has a CFO and a COO, and these people are in charge of running the corporation called the City of Bandon. And also, if I type in right here, Rossum, and just search in Oregon, Rossum Juice and Smoothies. So obviously this is where we have utilized a third-party agency to register this company for us. So even though the juice bar is located on Michigan Avenue in Bandon, the agency that incorporated the business for us as a third party is located in Kaiser. And if I were to click on the information, it would say that Denise is the CEO of Rossum Juices and Smoothies. She has no employees. It'll say when the corporation was incorporated originally. It'll have some sort of a date or how long it's been in business. If we type in Broken Anchor, we can see that there will most likely be one Broken Anchor Bar and Grill, 2nd Street in Bandon. If we click on the information, it'll most likely say that Jessica is the CEO. So then why are we County of Coos? If we search for County of Coos, all of these, Friends of Public Health, League of Women Voters, Performing Arts, Christian Counseling Service, Human Rights Advocates, these are all corporations. And right here, what we're doing is we're identifying that the United States of America is also a corporation. And that's why I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, but it doesn't. That's why we've been deceived. Except for the United States Corporation has filed bankruptcy, Chapter 11, which means that it's a government in exile. This is a country without a government right now. We're being ran by a bunch of criminals, human traffickers. And it's considered legal in this country because we consent. And if we don't consent, if we all withdraw our consent at the same time, then this whole entire system crumbles and all the criminals go to jail. Okay, so that's what we're attempting to do. And we've already been working on this. And it's not me, it's other people like me, like Dan Mitchell, and he's a pastor, and Chuck Cox in Lane County. These are incredible men who have responded to the call. They've taken a stand. They're not going to, accept these criminals to be our government anymore. Most of them do not have a bond. They've not taken an oath to the republic or we the people. And what we're doing is we are taking back our positions as the body sovereign of the constitutional republic in the nation state of the land and soil called Oregon. It's very simple. It doesn't have to be complicated, but we complicate it by installing our fear, and our worries and just our insecurities don't allow us to step into our own sovereignty. And most of us don't even know what that means, sovereignty. So what I am attempting to do for myself is reestablish my own sovereignty under God, my authority, my author, who has authority over me. And I only want to be in the jurisdiction of divine law, which is God's law. And I'm not subjecting myself to man's law. And I don't suggest that you do either. So right here on the County of Cous Sheriff's Office, which is a corporation associated with the County of Cous, just like you saw a bunch of other sheriff's departments and things here. I wasn't able to find Cous County, so it's interesting. I wonder if they incorporated under a different name, or when our sheriff retired a couple years ago, I wonder if they closed the corporation that was under his name. So I'm not too sure about that. However, I do know that they posted recently, what does your Cous County Sheriff's Office do for you? Some people said nothing. There's some replies in here that said nothing. Like right here, to answer the first question in the post, they do nothing for most of the people who call them. It's a fact. But what I wrote right here is following the Constitution of the United States of America should be the first thing on the list. And basically what they explained is all their services that they provide to the people. Just like some companies in Cous County offer carpet cleaning services, some offer mobile mechanic services, some businesses offer different types of services, and our Cous County Sheriff's Office has a list of their services, but they haven't taken an oath to we the people. They're not required to provide any type of law enforcement. They're not required to protect and serve, except for provide courtroom security to the bar associated judges and lawyers. BAR stands for British Accredited Registry. So these are all licensed agents of the bar of the crown, and that makes them foreign invaders to the republic. And they've done so through incorporating their businesses, which we consider government. However, I'm withdrawing my consent, and I recommend that you do the same. So I'm going to stop the screen share because this video doesn't need to be that long. This is a call to action. I'm asking you that if you are inspired is in spirit, inspiration is in spirit. And if this is resonating with you on a vibrational frequency level, then please reach out. Goonies never say die, and I am withdrawing my consent across the board. And it starts with me knowing who I am and then standing in my power. So status, standing, and jurisdiction. So thank you. I appreciate you. You can reach out to me privately or visit the Oregon General Jural Assembly website, which you just saw. There's more information, and take care. Hope to see you soon.